Today's math lesson is subtracting by different ways, by different methods. And the first one we're going to try is the method of counting backwards. Now I'm going to do a real small problem with my fingers and show you how this works. And then we'll start in the book with some examples. If I have 10, like I have 10 fingers, and I'm going to take away 5. Now you already know the answer, but this is easy so that you can understand how we do it. So you take 10 and you count backwards 5 times. So you say 10 in your mind, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I have 5 left. Let's try another one. Let's say I had 6 fingers up. 6 minus 2. So I'm going to count backwards. Say 6 in your mind. 6. Count backwards 2, 5, 4. And I have 4 left. Okay, now we're going to try it with some bigger numbers because this is subtracting to 100. So we can use any number between 1 and 100 to do these problems. Now, if you know the math patterns, it doesn't matter how high we get with our numbers. It's always done the same way. That's what's really nice about math. So on our little board here it says 67 minus 4. One way to do it is to count backwards. Okay, so I say 67 in my mind. That's where I start with the big number. I'm going to count backwards 4 times. That's why I have 4 lines there. So 67, 66, 65, 64, 63. So I've counted back 4 times. That would be 67 minus 4 is 63. So we have to put the answer on the answer line always. So counting back is one way to subtract. Now you can do this on a number line, but not many of our number lines go as far as 67. Most of our number lines are 30 and below, but you can use it. You can use it to get started. Now in our book, it shows 3 problems to count backwards. There they are. So on page 171. If I go to the next page, it looks like this. Now I'd like to demonstrate some of those for you also. It is subtracting in columns. And we always start on the right-hand side of the columns, which is the ones spot where the ones are. And then we subtract, and then we move to the tens column. Now the first one here, we have 58 minus 3. So I'll write that on my board, 58. Now I'm going to spread them quite far apart. So you can see the ones and the tens. And then the minus sign. And then we are taking away 3. So instead of counting backwards, we are going to subtract in columns. We always start on the ones column. So it says 8 minus 3. Let's think about what that is. 8, take away 3. You can use your number line, your fingers, your brain, whatever works. Cheerios. And we know the answer is 5. 8 minus 3 equals 5. Now we move to the tens column. There's nothing here, but we don't put a 0 there. 5 minus nothing. If you have 5 fingers and you keep them all right there, you still have 5. 5 minus nothing is 5. So our answer is 55. 5 tens, 5 ones, 55. Okay, I'd like to do one more of those as an example of column subtracting. The next one is 69. 69 minus 4. Okay, so it looks like this. We have the number 69 minus 4. Now where do we start? That's right, we start on the ones. 9 minus 4. Just do the column math, just like normal. 9 minus 4. And the answer is 5. Okay, now we move to the tens column. 6 minus nothing. We don't have a 0 there because we don't say 0, 4. We just don't put anything there. But 6 minus nothing, of course, is 6. Then we look at the number, and we start with the tens, 65. So the answer is 65. So that's how you do column subtracting. Now the next example that they have in the book uses boxes to help you fill in your numbers in certain areas. So the problem is 79 minus 6. So you will see the equation, 79 minus 6. An equation is the math sentence, and we need to find the answer to the math sentence. Okay, now they're going to draw in boxes for you, and you're going to put these numbers into those boxes to make your math sentence. So I'm going to put the boxes in here. I've got to make them a little bit bigger. I can't get my number in there. So there's going to be boxes for the tens and boxes for the ones. And then boxes for the answer. So this is what it'll look like on your page. Now we take the math sentence, 79 minus 6. We put the 79 first. And then we put the 6. Now you have to remember the 6 is only 6 ones. So we have to put it in the ones column. So we've got 79 minus 6. And as you see, there's nothing in the other box. You don't put a 0 in there. You just leave it with nothing. Now start with the ones. 9 minus 6. 9 take away 6. And that is a 3. The answer of 3. Okay, you got the ones done. Now do the tens. 7 minus nothing. 7 minus nothing is 7. Now here's your answer. 7 and 3. 7 tens and 3 ones. 73 is the answer. 79 minus 6 equals 73. Okay, now you'll have a few problems like that in your math work for today. All right, there's one more thing I want to show you, is subtracting when both numbers have tens. And what I mean by that is, the next problem is 95. So 95 minus 20, 2 tens and 0 ones equals, okay, so the math sentence looks like this. It's the same column math, only now we have a 10. We have 2 tens, 20. Still, start with the ones. What is 5 minus 0? What is 9 minus 2? You move over to the tens column. 9 minus 2 is 7. Now look at that number. We start with the 7 and then the 5. 75. So 95 minus 20 is 75, or equals 75. I'm going to try one more of those for practice. This time we're going to use the boxes for practice. And the problem is 56 minus 23 equals blank. Okay, so this is what your math sentence looks like. 56 minus 23. Now I'm going to draw in the boxes, just like we did on the other page. And we're going to fill in the numbers into those boxes. And at the end of this column math, we will have our answer. I did not get my boxes at the bottom, which I have to do. All right, 56 minus 23. We start with the first number, 56. 5 tens, 6 ones. Minus 23. 2 tens, 3 ones. And now we subtract. 6 minus 3, always start with the ones. 6 minus 3 equals 3. 5 minus 2 equals 3. Look at this number, 3, 3. 3 tens, 3 ones, 33. So 56 minus 23 equals 33. And that's how you do the column math with the boxes. The only tricky part is you have to make sure you get the tens in the 10 boxes and the ones in the 1 box. And then you subtract down, starting from the ones column. The last sheet of this math unit is just to do the math and draw a line to the lily pad. So you look inside the frog, you do the math, and you find the lily pad that matches. Now, you might have to write this down. You might have to do some column math in order to subtract. Some of it you can do in your head, because some of it is just take away 10. So you just have to take away what it says. So there's many ways you can do this. Column math, the column math with boxes. You can do it in your head, and you can count backwards. Now, these numbers are a little bit high for all of them to count backwards. So I would try something else to get the correct answer. So there's your math lesson for today.